Hare Krishna. Sri Radha Govinda welcomes you all for our Bhagavad Gita Level 2 as it is course. And these courses are offered by ISKCON Mangaluru under the directions of His Grace Namanishta Prabhu. And these courses are based on the teachings of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. He is a founder Acharya of ISKCON. So let us pray to Sri Radha Govinda so that we understand Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the right spirit and can apply in our lives in the right spirit. So we saw a quick recap yesterday also about the fourth chapter. So we'll see that today also. Excuse me. So first Krishna talks about his nature and how this knowledge is transferred, right? It's not that only first time that was spoken 5,000 years ago. Krishna came again because that knowledge was lost. So Krishna was explaining the whole thing, that how and when and where did he explain it, and again why he came and again explaining it, right? And Krishna is the goal of all the paths. That is Eyatamam Prabhadyanti. How much ever we surrender to Krishna, how much ever we depend on Krishna, right? If there is a small baby, if the baby is in some months, right? If the baby is 2 months child, right? Can the child do anything by herself or himself? He cannot do anything or she cannot do anything. Everything mother only should do, isn't it? But if we are little grown up, now Vihan can do some things by his own, isn't it, Vihan? Yes, right, right. So when we grow little more, then we depend more on ourselves. But what Krishna expects is they have to depend completely on Krishna. Like a 2 years, like 2 months old child. How the 2 months old child cries for the mother. So we should all the living entities should cry for Krishna like that. And then that dependence will come and be when we believe in Krishna, isn't it? The child believes in the mother, right? The child has full faith in the mother. My mother will protect me and my father will protect me. That's why he cries. Oh, I want this, I want that. But we don't have that much faith in Krishna, so we don't cry for Krishna. But Krishna expects that. Ye thamam prapadante. How much ever you surrender, that much I reciprocate. Right? And karma yoga. And doing action as a sacrifice. We talked it very elaborately that any activity, if you're doing it as a sacrifice, what happens? Does anyone remember what happens when we do any activity as a sacrifice? Udyat, you want to tell?
We get free from bondage.
Bondage, yeah. We get free from bondage, and that is called purification, isn't it? The term is heart purification, right? We will come out of this bondage. We will come out of the cycle of birth and death. And then sacrifices that leading to transcendental knowledge. So the activity, when we start doing any activity, every activity, not any activity, each and every activity should be done as a sacrifice. If we do that, then what happens? We'll be eligible to enter into Gnana Yoga. That was the fourth chapter all about, right? To get the transcendental knowledge. What is the transcendental knowledge? Who will explain the term transcendental? Soham told yesterday. We'll give chance to Soham today also. Soham, what is transcendental meaning? You remember?
God. God, I'm free.
Sorry?
God. Bhagwan.
Transcendental, no. You told yesterday, right? Can I give some
Above
clue?
the above gods?
See?
Above material world?
Yes. Good. It's beyond the material world, which is above the material world. Right. Awesome. In the summary of transcendental knowledge, how can we get this transcendental knowledge? Who will tell this? Tatvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te gnanam gnaninastatvadarshinaha. Who is that? Who can give this knowledge? Who is the spiritual master? Who is such a spiritual master? Who is a bona fide spiritual master? Then what we should do? We should approach that bona fide spiritual master. Tatvidhi pranipatena. We should ask him questions submissively and render service unto him. So such a realized soul can impart that knowledge into our heart. As I was telling, right, this knowledge is transferred from heart to heart, right? It's not something that we learn and we get it. No, we need someone who has this knowledge and who realized this knowledge, and they can give that knowledge to us. So that is the spiritual master, the bona fide spiritual master. What we have to do then for that? We have to do service. We have to do seva. to that spiritual master, whatever he wants. Right now, in this chapter, we are going to see again Arjuna is not actually Arjuna is never bewildered, right? Arjuna is a Nitya Siddha. He's always he's always with the Lord. It was never that he's actually taking our position. Still, we didn't catch the point what Krishna was telling. So Arjuna is still bewildered, and Arjuna is asking the same question. In the third chapter, also Arjuna asked the same question. Krishna, renouncing work is better or work in devotional service is better? Tell me to do one thing. He didn't ask which is better, but he asked whether this or that. Here he's asking which is better, whether renouncing work is better or doing devotional service is better. Which is better? Renouncing work means leaving work, not doing any work. Renouncing means leaving, not doing anything, right? Renouncing means leaving. That's exactly the word renounce means. Not having any connection with it. And devotional service is bhakti, and we'll see the term how to perform nishkama karma yoga. We'll see about this term, and the third one is platform of knowledge, knowing the three doers. The fourth one, these are the sections that we are going to cover in the fifth chapter, and the liberation by focus on the super soul, right? And chapter 5 is liberation through Ashtanga yoga, and chapter 6 is peace on the platform of liberation. So first thing, so question is Arjuna is asking, Nishkama Karma Yoga easier than renouncing work. So Arjuna is asking, Arjuna again asked whether renouncing work is superior to working with detachment. Leaving work completely, is it better than doing work with renunciation, with a mood of detachment? Now I'm doing my work, right? Now I'm teaching, but I have no attachment for it. If I don't have any attachment for the subject, I don't have any attachment for the people who come. This is in one sense working with detachment, right? Krishna replies, both are equal in one sense, but both are the means to the same goal. Emphasizes working with detachment as easier and superior. Now at least I'm engaging my senses, isn't it? At least I'm teaching, whether we are hearing or not, or whether there is any connection or not. Still, I'm teaching. Using my senses. So this is better than just sitting calm. Sitting calm is so difficult, right? At least I'm talking here. Even though, even though if I'm not, if I'm detached, still at least doing some action is better than not doing any action, right? But in devotional service we do it with all heart. It's not that we have this detachment mood, but when we are doing some sense gratification, or when we are doing something other than devotional service, then anything that's not connected to Krishna, then that's not devotion, right? So if we are doing such things, then we have to do it with detachment, just as a duty, just as a matter of duty. Arjuna's confusion. Arjuna uvacha sannyasam karmanam Krishna punaryogam cha sanshasi yakshreya etor ekam name bruhi sunishchitam. Priya Mataji, you want to read? Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Arjuna said, O Krishna, first of all, you ask me to renounce work, and then again you recommend work with devotion. Now, will you kindly tell me definitely which of the two is more beneficial?
Yes. So now Arjuna is asking the same question, which is beneficial Krishna? So chapter 2, yesterday also we discussed this elaborately. So I'll ask questions now. Okay. So compassion, Krishna gives about jnana, right? For the compassion. Krishna says, for what you're compassionate, Arjuna. So what is the answer that Krishna will give for the compassion? Tanya, can you try? What Krishna will counteract Arjuna's point of compassion? What did Krishna say? What knowledge Krishna gave?
Um, something?
Something
Some
what?
knowledge?
What is that knowledge?
Um, um, um,
Now Arjuna was compassionate about the body, right? Then what did Krishna tell?
Krishna told him something
Yes.
that I don't remember.
Something that you don't remember.
Yeah.
Priya Mataji, you want to guess?
That this is the bodily level. We are the
Mm.
soul, and the soul is eternal. So
Yes.
you have
Yes.
to.
Yeah, continue. Your soul, and then that's it. You want to tell? You want to add something?
Yeah, the soul is neither, like, doesn't die, and though, so you have to fight, like, though they are your though they are your cousins or they are elder through you, but they all have done wrong. So
Yes. Hari Bol. Thank you,
you have to
Mataji.
maintain boundaries and show them that they are on the wrong path.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Krishna says that Krishna gives the knowledge of soul, right? Arjuna is compassionate about the body. Then Krishna says, for what you're compassionate, Arjuna? You're not, no one is their body, right? The body will die. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Sharira will die, but the soul will not die. And Krishna gives many characteristics of soul. Tanya, can you tell some characteristics of soul? Yes. Some points, maybe one or two.
Can I get a hint?
Like how the soul is. Can soul have birth? Can soul have death? Can we cut the soul?
Soul can't die.
Soul can die?
Soul can't die.
Ah, yes, yes. Thank you. Yes, what else? Soul cannot die. What else?
Soul can't be birth.
Yeah, soul cannot take birth. What else? Can we cut soul? Can we cut the soul?
No.
No. Can we burn the soul?
No.
No. Can we water the soul? Can we soak it?
No.
No. Yes. Thank you. So Krishna gives all this. So if whatever Arjuna will do, now Arjuna uses a weapon to cut the body. So is he cutting the soul? No, he's not cutting the soul. And he's maybe he may be throwing some weapons which may burn up the body. But is he burning the soul? He cannot burn the soul. And he may be he may throw some weapons so that the person may be inside the water or something. But the water, the soul, nothing will happen to the soul. So Krishna is giving this knowledge that you're just killing the body and the soul will never die. There was never a point that you didn't exist, I didn't exist, and all these things didn't exist. Every time we were existing. We were existing in the past, we are existing in the present, and we will be existing in the future. Right? And the next one, for the sinful reactions, I told a story. Right? Yesterday, who remembered the story about the judge and his duty? Udyat, you want to try?
Yes, Mataji. So like
Yes.
a judge, like even if his like family members are they committed a bad thing, he still has to punish them even though they're his family members because it's his duty.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Udyat. So, Krishna, Arjuna says it's Papam Krishna. Then what Krishna says, if Krishna gives an analogy, Prabhupada gives this analogy in the Purport, that he says, if a person who is a judge, who took a post of a judge, now there is a criminal, he may be his own family member, or he may be some stranger, whoever he may be, but he has to do his duty being in the position of a judge. Now he's a criminal, then he has to get the punishment. So then by giving that punishment, the judge will not incur any sin. So Krishna is giving that knowledge, the Buddhi Yoga, that you don't, the Buddhi Yoga is also called Nishkama Karma Yoga in one sense, and Bhakti Yoga also in some other sense. The main point is that if one is doing his duty, right? That's mostly Nishkam Karma Yoga. If one is doing his duty, then he's not bound up by any sinful reaction. So he should not be worried much. So Krishna gives that. So we stopped till then yesterday. So we'll continue from here today. Okay. Harsh, you want to read this, Harsh? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Can you read the first
Which
one?
one?
The first one.
But for one who takes pleasure in the self, whose human life is one of self-realization, and who is satisfied in the self only, fully saturated.
Satiated.
For him, there is no duty.
Yes. Thank you, Harsh. Vihan, you want to read the next one?
Okay, Mataji. A self-realized man with no purpose to fulfill in the discharge of his prescribed duties, nor has he any reason not to perform such work, nor he has any need to depend on any other living being.
Thank you, Vihan. So here Krishna is talking about the self-realized person, right? Here our dear Srila Prabhupada. No one can ever even think of what Prabhupada has did and showed it to the whole world, right? So he's completely self-realized person. He's completely realized that realize he's a servant of Krishna. He's living that. He's completely living in that position. Right? So he's completely satisfied in himself. Even though if Prabhupada is living in a big palace in Bhakti Vedanta Manor in London, it's a big palace. So in that also Prabhupada was same as when the Mayapur project was started. First there was only a small hut, right? Now we have Chandrodaya Mandir in Mayapur, but initially it was just a small hut. So when Prabhupada went there, he was such a humble situation, but Prabhupada was equal, right? He was hardly bothered about any external conditions because he was completely satisfied in his self. He was completely satiated in his duty, right? He was completely imbibed in Krishna consciousness, in serving Krishna. That he takes pleasure in doing it. That's the level of a devotee. But here, if a person is a gnani, right? The person is who wants this transcendental knowledge, right? Who wants the knowledge beyond these three worlds, beyond this material world. So that person, he's completely satisfied in himself. He won't have any, as I was telling, the person cannot see penness in pen, right? You all catch that point or not? I'm not sure whether you all catched it or not. Is it understandable? That I was telling that he won't differentiate between a pen and a water bottle and anything, speds, nothing. He cannot differentiate any of these things. He sees some sparks, right? That is called, he won't see specksness in specks, bottleness in bottle, penness in pen. So how can I tell this? So he'll just see anything as some spark. He cannot differentiate. Oh, this is specs. Now we can differentiate, isn't it? Now I can differentiate his Vihan, his Udyat, Tanya, Soham. I know all these different people, right? I can see and I can differentiate. But the person who realized, who has this realization of soul, then in Vihan he sees the soul. In Udyat he sees the soul. He won't see you. Okay? Is it catchy? Is it little bit better? Right? Okay. So such a person is he having any duty? Well, when he sees any food, he don't know what's that, isn't it? He sees some light in it. When he sees water bottle, he sees some light in it. So is he having any duty? He has no duty because whatever he's seeing, he's just seeing that spark, right? Vihan, is it okay, Vihan? No, good. Okay, thank you. So, a self realized man has no purpose to fulfill in the discharge of his prescribed duties, nor has any reason to perform such work. There is no reason, isn't it? If he's just seeing the spark, is there any reason for him? No, right? He's just seeing the spark. Now I'm seeing gulab jam and rasgulla, then I have to pick whether I should eat gulab jam or rasgulla. Now the person who is Brahman realized, Jivan Mukta, he won't differentiate anything, right? When he sees gulab jam, he sees some light. When he sees rasgulla, he sees the light. So he can't differentiate. So he has no duty, right? So okay. O chastiser of the enemy, the sacrifice performed in knowledge is better than the mere sacrifice of material possessions. After all, O son of Partha, all sacrifices of work culminate in transcendental knowledge. So why are we doing work? Also, Krishna is telling. Now we each one of us are doing some work, isn't it? We are not sitting simply every day. We are doing some work, eating, sleeping, going to office. Sorry, going to school, coming back from school, again doing the homework, and again attending these classes. Many things we do, right? So a person who have this we are doing all this work for what? Ultimately, to get this transcendental knowledge, isn't it? To come out of the cycle of birth and death, to get to the point of coming out of this four problems of life, right? So, what are the four problems of life?
Birth,
Yes,
death,
yes,
old age, and disease.
yes. Thank you. Okay, so let's have some story time now. Who is this person here? Who is? Yes, Vihan, you know it? You know him?
Shishupal?
Shishupal. Okay, right. So, does anyone know Shishupal? Shishupal, who is actually he's? I mean, he got in the Krishna Yuga, in Dwapar Yuga, he got the Shishupal. He got Shishupal body, right? But actually, who was he? Does anyone know? Two people falls down from, not falls down, but comes from Vaikunta. Who are those two people? Does anyone know? I don't know whether we discussed this topic at all before. Ujjit, you want to guess?
Jay and Vijay.
Yes, yes, right. So Jai and Vijay, one is Shupal. Who is the other one? Does anyone remember? Ujjit, you remember? In the Krishna last time?
I don't remember the other one.
Yeah, it's Dantavakra, right? Dantavakra and Shishupal in during the Krishna time, and during the Ram time, right? In the Treta Yuga, who are the two?
Ravan and
Ravan and
uh, the very strong one.
who eats
Uh,
more? Who is the
yeah,
one who eats more?
Kumkaran.
Kumkar.
Yes, Kumbhakarna, right. And I don't know whether you guys remember in the Satya Yuga, who were the two people? One was killed by. Yes, yes. Go ahead, Ujjat.
Hiranyaks and Hiranyakashipu?
Hari bol. Who killed Hiranyaksha? Vihan?
Varadev?
Varahadev. And who killed Hiranyakashipu?
Nasamdev?
Narsimhadev. Hari bol. Yes. So this is okay. Now we'll get back to the story. Here we have the story. Actually, it starts when Shishupal was a child, right? Initially, when Shishupal was a child, as baby, he had two heads, right? Now here we have Shishupal. He has just one head. But actually, when he was born, he has two heads, and his mother was bewildered. His mother was very scared that what happens to my child, because it's scary, right, to see two heads in a person, isn't it? So his mother was really upset and was really worried about Shishupal. And then she met different sages, and one of these sages who saw about Shishupal, he said, when Shishupal meets his death, right? When Shishupal meets his person who will be the reason of his death, then the other head will fall down. Then he will tell that. And then his mother will be like, okay, because she was not very sure, but she accepted what the sage said. And then when on the name giving ceremony, when there was a then when there was a ceremony that was conducted for Shishupal, and then she invited everyone. And Nanda Baba and Yashoda Maya, they were the cousins or relatives of Shishupal's mother. So they also will come. And when they both comes, Krishna also will come, isn't it? With both of them. So Krishna also comes, and Krishna comes and sees in the cradle who is there. And when he sees the baby, the Shishupal, then the second head will fall down. And his mother will be very scared. When she sees that the head of Shishupal has fallen down, she will be like, oh my goodness. And she goes to Krishna and she pleases Krishna. Actually, Krishna, please don't kill my child. And Krishna will give a boon to to his mother at that time that I won't kill Shishupal if in a day at time at once when he if he commits 100 offenses, right? When he blasphemes Krishna like hundred things, then I'll kill him. If he's not crossing 100, then he'll be good, right? So Shishupal accuses Krishna, blames Krishna, blasphemes Krishna many times, but he never reached 100. But in this ceremony, does anyone know what is this ceremony here? What's happening? What is this ceremony? Krishna is honored, right? Yes, Udyat? Ihan?
Ashmaved Yagya.
Not Ashwamedha Yajna. Yajna only, but other one. It starts with R.
Rajasuya.
Yes, yes. Awesome. Rajasuya Yajna. Ashwamedha Yajna is horse sacrifice. Here, Rajasuya Yajna means they'll honor a person. And unanimously, the whole crowd, right? All the kings who are there in the assembly, they all unanimously elected Krishna. He should be honored. He should be respected. And he should be given the position to offer oblations and to praise or to do the yajna, to make him the subject of this yajna. And then Shishupal will be very upset. He starts, he was not able to control. How could Krishna get this opportunity? And he feels very much envious about Krishna. And he starts blaspheming Krishna on and on and on and on. And he gets to the point of 100. And once he get the 100 blasphemy to Krishna, and Sudarshan Chakra, which was there, see here, Sudarshan Chakra, it immediately goes and cuts the neck, right? See here the neck. It immediately cuts the neck of Shishubal. And then what happening? Here the soul is leaving out of the body. You're seeing? And the soul from the Shishupal's body, it goes and merges in Krishna. Right? So what does that mean? Can anyone guess what does that mean? Now the Sudarshan Chakra, it went and cut the neck of Shishupal, right? Now Shishupal has to die. He falls down. Then how the soul, it immediately went to Krishna? Because Krishna is... Yes, Mataji. Yes, yeah, tell me.
Because it was a curse and he had accepted that through liberation he'll directly go to the Vaikuntha Dham. Not
Yes.
Vaikuntha, the
He'll
Goloka
get
Dham.
he'll get Sayujya Mukti. Sayujya Mukti means merging with the Supreme. As liberation that you said rightly, that's called Mukti, right? So liberation is Mukti. So he got liberated, right? Even killed by Krishna is also blessing, isn't it? We now our position is we cannot even see Krishna, but Shishupal was able to see Krishna, and Shishupal was able to got this opportunity killed by Krishna. So Krishna's killing is also very very good. What happened? He got liberation. He came out of the cycle of birth and death. But his position is not very great because he's just going and merging with Krishna, right? He doesn't have any relationship with Krishna. But what we are doing, what is our movement? What is in our movement, in our Krishna conscious movement, we want to establish a relationship with Krishna, right? And to be as a mother of Krishna, to be as a friend of Krishna, to be as a servant of Krishna, right? Vihan, what you want to be with Krishna? Which rasa you want to be with Krishna?
A friend.
Friend, okay. Sakya rasa, like that. So our movement is it's a very high position, but I'm just telling that our movement we can have high prominent rasas with Krishna. One is Shanta rasa, second one is Dhasya rasa, and then Sakya rasa, and then Vatsalya rasa, and then Madhurya rasa. Shanta rasa means like cows, right? Calves and cows. They go to Krishna. They have the peacocks in Vrindavan, the parrots in Vrindavan, like any animal, any cows, calves, they all have Shanta rasa with Krishna. So we can become any calf, cow in Vrindavan. And second one is Dhasya rasa, to be a servant of Krishna. And the third one is, as Bihan was telling, to be a friend of Krishna. That is Sakya rasa. And the fourth one is Vatsalya rasa, like to be as a servant of Yashoda Maya, to serve Krishna as a mother, right? As Krishna's mother. Motherly affection, parental affection. And the next one is Madhuri Rasa, to be a lover of Krishna, like gopis, like Srimati Radharani. To be their servants actually. We cannot take their positions. Their positions are fixed. We can get position of Manjari's servants, right? that's a different subject matter. Okay, so that's the story. Okay, so now I'll ask tomorrow that what did Shishupal get when killed by Krishna? Shishupal got liberation, moksha. So that's the point. That's very important point. Killed by Krishna. If Krishna is killing also. That's very nice. Actually, still they'll come out of the cycle of birth and death. Still they'll be out of this material world. What else we want? Krishna is so merciful. Therefore, the doubts which have risen in your heart out of ignorance should be slashed by a weapon of knowledge. Armed with yoga, O Arjuna, stand and O Bharata, stand and fight. So Krishna is telling that with the weapon of knowledge, actually Krishna tells as a simile or as a comparison, but Arjuna will think that, oh, yeah, Krishna, you're telling that doing anything without attachment, and then you're telling use a weapon to right to kill all the people, right? But Krishna is telling use this knowledge of self and doer thing with the body. So body is different and the doer is different. If the soul is not there in the body, can this body do anything? No, right? The body cannot do anything. Because the soul is present in every body, the body is able to do anything. The body is inert. It cannot, it doesn't have chetana, it doesn't have consciousness. But the soul from the soul, the consciousness is spreading into the body. Like when we take a tablet, isn't it? Now we have a fever, we take a tablet. With that tablet, what is the size of the tablet? Such a small tablet. And when we take the tablet, within an hour, our body will cool down, isn't it? Our temperature gets down. So this small particle, it's spreading its chemical or its thing, of course, the chemical throughout the body, isn't it? Like that, the soul, even though it's very small and it's situated in one place, we're just taking a tablet into the mouth and it goes into the stomach. But it gives the chemical and then the temperature gets down. That our fever reduces, isn't it? Like that, soul, it's there in one position, but its consciousness is spreading all over the body. Because the soul is present, this body is having consciousness. Once the soul is out of the body, then the body is a dead body, and within hours, within days, it gets decomposed, right? It has nothing. It just decomposes. It just gets into the soil because it's all soil, bones and things, calcium, isn't it? Bones is just calcium. So we are just seeing the flow of how all this went. So now in the second chapter we saw about gnana. Gnana means what? Stanya, what Krishna told about compassion, that when Arjuna was compassionate for the body, then what did Krishna give? What knowledge did Krishna give? Tanya?
Yeah.
When Krishna, sorry, when Arjuna told that I'm compassionate, then what did Krishna give? For what you're compassionate, Krishna was telling, what knowledge did Krishna give?
Spiritual knowledge.
Sorry,
Spiritual knowledge.
what knowledge?
Spiritual.
Spiritual knowledge, yes. What's that knowledge? Priya Mataji told recently, today.
Knowledge about soul.
Soul. Wow, thank you. So that is gnana, right? The knowledge about soul is gnana. And then work through Buddhi Yoga. That is for sin Krishna told, right? Work as a sacrifice, right? And then Arjuna became confused. Krishna, you talked about the soul, and then you told to work with knowledge, isn't it? So Krishna asked Krishna, when Arjuna asked Krishna, tell me one thing, whether gnana, whether I'm soul. If I'm soul, then I have to renounce everything, or you are telling to work with as a sacrifice, which I have to do, what I have to do. Then chapter 3 was started with this question, Krishna, what I have to do, Krishna? And then heard about karma through gnana. action, inaction, and inaction, inaction. Right? So he heard about karma. What did I say? What's the qualification to enter into Gnana Yoga? Who will tell? That's the connection there. Why Krishna is telling Arjuna, though his soul, why Krishna is telling Arjuna to fight? What will happen if you do any activity as a sacrifice? Ujja told already. Who will tell now? Vihan, you want to guess?
You'll be free from bondage.
Bondage. And what happens to the heart?
It gets purified.
Purified, yes. So then we'll enter into Gnana Yoga, right? So the qualification to realize the soul. Now what Arjuna is telling, Krishna, I want to realize soul. Is it easy to realize soul? Is it easy for all of us to realize soul? It's not easy. But so what Krishna is telling, do every activity as a sacrifice. Then you will realize by purification of heart, by doing every activity as a sacrifice, the heart gets purified, right? And then you can realize that you are soul, and that is Gnana Yoga. That's the connection. So the qualification to enter into Gnana Yoga, to do Gnana sadhanas, to realize that one is soul, they has to do Karma Yoga. Without Karma Yoga, this Nishkama Karma Yoga, they cannot enter into Gnana Yoga. They cannot realize that they are soul. It's not possible. Or they should do Bhakti. And Bhakti, we need to get strong faith, Drida Shraddha, to enter into Bhakti. Right? For both of the things, karma is must. We have to do the karma. We have to do the activity that what we are doing. And conclusion, glorifying transcendental knowledge. Right? Ultimately, what is the transcendental knowledge? That is that we are not this body, we are spirit soul, and we are servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of servant of servant of Krishna. Gopi Bharata Pada Kamalayor Das Dasanu Das. Right? Yeah, Das, servant of the servant of the servant. So after telling all this, Arjuna, what Krishna is telling, to get there, right? To get to the point of Gnana, first what Arjuna has to do, he has to purify himself, isn't it? You're all getting the flow. Now Krishna is telling to realize that you're not this body, your soul. First, you have to get purified, right? Arjuna has to get purified. For the purification, what he has to do, he has to do his duty, isn't it? So Krishna is telling, you have to do your duty, Arjuna. Go and fight, right? Is it okay? Is it good? Not okay? Okay?
Yeah.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you. So, Karma Yoga, action, Krishna consciousness. All beings constantly making plans for the future. Thoughts are manifested in actions, and repeated actions form habits. Habits make up one character. Character determines our destiny. How to take steps in the right direction are described in the 5th chapter. There are steps leading to further entanglement in the worldly complexities. There are steps leading to the life of liberation, freedom, and tranquility and peace. Okay, so this is very important. So, what is our movement called? What is ISKCON full form? Soham, you know what is the full form of ISKCON? Hare Krishna.
Can you repeat the question again?
What is the full form of ISKCON? Tanya?
International Society
Yes.
Krishna.
International Society for, yes, Krishna. What is CON? Yes, Harsh.
International Society Krishna Consciousness.
Yes, thank you, Harsh. So, the last CON was consciousness, right? So you were almost there. So for that whole society, our whole society, we are first focusing on the thoughts, right? Our whole society, our whole point is about consciousness. That's why Srila Prabhupada, he kept the name of the society as International Society for Krishna Consciousness, right? He was focusing on the thoughts. If the thoughts are Krishna conscious, then what happens? The actions will be Krishna conscious, and then habits becomes Krishna conscious, and the character becomes Krishna conscious, and our destiny will be to go back home, back to Godhead. So we have to get to the root, right? What is the root? That our thoughts should become Krishna conscious. The whole purpose of this Krishna consciousness movement is to have our thoughts, to have our consciousness purified by the words emanating from the lotus feet of the spiritual master. We sing this Guru Puja in the Guru Puja for the Guru, that we say the spiritual master will purify one's heart by we can purify our consciousness by the words emanating from the lotus mouth of the spiritual master, right? And for that, what happens? The thoughts will be changed. The thoughts becomes Krishna conscious. So will thoughts eventually will be manifested into actions. What actions? Krishna conscious actions. And then this forms habits, and that forms character, and that decides our destiny. Whole life with what we are associating, based on that only we get the body. As I was telling this example, right? Now if we are going, and if we have to shift our house, now I'm in some place, if I have to shift my place, whether I'll look for a place and take my things, or I'll take my things out and then look for a place. What I'll do? Priya Mataji?
Look for a place and then take my things out.
Yes, obviously, right. So similarly, our soul also, it will first look for a place, whatever it suits to my activities, whatever I'm doing now, and then when the time comes, then it leaves this body and goes to that body. So if our whole life, right, if you're associating with Krishna and Krishna's things like Bhagavad Gita, associating with the devotees, chanting Hare Krishna, you're doing all these spiritual activities, then what happens? The soul is transferred to a spiritual body in the next life. And that's all we want. What's the benefit of spiritual body? We'll not have that four problems, birth, death, old age, disease. Krishna's and any now Yashoda Maya, she'll never become old. Nanda Baba, he'll never become old. Krishna's friends, he'll be always 16 like Krishna. And Radharani Gopis, they'll always be like that. No one will actually, there is no deterioration. Now you keep an apple here, some in on a table. You'll see today you see it's okay. Tomorrow you see it's little wrinkle. The next day is some more wrinkle. And next day it rots. Right. The whole the this material world, the nature is deterioration. Everything deteriorates. Now you bought a fresh flower and you offer it to Krishna, and tomorrow morning it's wilted, isn't it? I mean, usually not like anything. It's not offering to Krishna, but usually the flower gets wilted, right? Because all the elements, all the things, it has this nature of deterioration. So we should not do any activity blindly. Even in Krishna consciousness, if you're doing something blindly, then that's not Krishna conscious. If you're just chanting without even attention, then that's not chanting, isn't it? When we are not even hearing the holy name, then what is that chanting? It's not chanting, just lip service. But lip service is not very good. We should not do lip service. We have to chant and we have to hear it. We have to hear very attentively. If you're not hearing attentively, that's an offense. We have to hear attentively. Right? Thoughts leads to actions. And then actions leads to habits. Habits leads to character. And the character leads to destiny, where we have to go next, where the soul has to go after leaving this body. We won't be in this body for a long time, right? Just matter of 100 years. Arjuna's misunderstanding. Arjuna was misunderstood, right? So Krishna is telling devotional service is better than dry mental speculation. Dry mental speculation is gnana, and devotional service is much, much better because we have a higher engagement. Now, what gnana people will do, now the gnana person, he won't differentiate between anything. It's very difficult, isn't it? Now we are seeing bottle and he should think that's not bottle. Is it easy? It's not easy. It's actually very difficult. But devotional service is very easy. Chanting Hare Krishna, it's easy. Reading Bhagavad Gita, it's easy. Doing some service at the temple, it's easy. And serving Krishna is pleasurable. Susukam. Susukam kartam avyayam. It's always joyful. And second chapter, Krishna talks about the knowledge of soul, right? About different dharmas of soul, like about different things about soul, that soul cannot be cut, cannot be burnt, cannot be withered, like many things. And Krishna explains the prescribed duty that he has to fight. And then entanglement of soul due to fruitive activities. Now the soul is entangled in this body, isn't it? Why? Because we want some enjoyment in this material world. So that is fruitive activities. We are getting phala, fruit, karma phala, because we are doing activity with attachment. I want this. Why I am doing this? I planted this tree, so the fruit should belongs to me. Is the seed? Did we create the seed? No, we didn't create the seed. Did we create the soil? No, we didn't create the soil. But we claim that this tree is mine. That is actually illusion. Krishna says that is attachment. Everything Krishna is giving. How can we get this gnana that nothing belongs to us? That comes by devotional service, vairagya. It comes from devotional service. So, and the third chapter, it says that no duty for a person who is in knowledge, who got this soul realization, that person. And the fourth chapter, all kinds of sacrifice culminates in knowledge. So, as I was telling, what is the qualification to enter into Gnana Yoga? Who will tell? I told this yesterday also 4 or 5 times. Today also I told 3 times. So what is the qualification to enter into Gnana Yoga? Who will tell? Udyat, you want to go? Let's see.
Karma Yoga.
Karma Yoga. Thank you, Udyat. So Karma Yoga is a qualification to enter into Gnana Yoga. So what is the Karma Yoga means? Sacrificial work is Karma Yoga that culminates in knowledge. So knowledge means Gnana Yoga, right? The terminology seems a little difficult, so I'm simplifying it to the best I can, so that this has to be stuck. This has to go inside. This has to be fixed inside. That the qualification to get this knowledge of soul, right? Gnana Yoga is Karma Yoga. I'll ask some other person again. Tanya, what is the qualification to enter into Gnana Yoga, Tanya? Hare Krishna. Priya Mataji, what is the qualification to enter into Gnana Yoga?
Karma Yoga.
Karma Yoga. Thank you. Tanya, what is the qualification to enter into Gnana Yoga? You're muted if
Yeah.
you're talking. Sorry?
Yeah.
What is the qualification for a person to enter into Gnana Yoga?
Devotional service. Like,
What does sacrificial work mean? What does sacrificial work mean? What is the third chapter name? Clue. This is a clue.
karma.
Karma and then
Karma yoga.
Karma Yoga. Yes. So the qualification to enter into Gnana Yoga is Karma Yoga. So what is Karma Yoga? Soham, what is Karma Yoga? I-
Karma yoga is the karma that you do, like the things that you do, and what you can return.
Yeah, we will do work. That's right. Work should be done as what? What is written here?
As devotional service. As devotional service.
As devotional service means what? What is that called? Krishna doesn't say devotional service. What does Krishna say? Here it's mentioned. Here. Are you able to see my cursor? Work should be
Yes.
done as what?
All kinds of Fictional work culminates in knowledge.
So work should be done as sacrifice. That is karma yoga. Okay? So Soham, can you tell the answer again? What is karma yoga? Work should be done as sacrifice. Okay, tell me.
Karma yoga is work should be done as sacrifice.
Yes. What is the best sacrifice that you know, that we all know?
Uh,
Did you,
donating,
sorry?
donating and helping the poor out. Donating and helping the poor out.
No, what did we didn't? I don't think we discussed this. I don't want to trouble you. With Krishna tells, right, among all the sacrifices, I am this, right? So what is that Krishna says? Krishna says, I'm Japa Yagna, the chanting the holy names. Krishna says that's the best sacrifice. Okay? We didn't discuss that. Sorry for putting you on spot. But just remember this, that karma yoga, as you said, can you tell it again? What is karma yoga?
Sacrificial work. Sacrificing.
Work done as a sacrifice, right? As our sacrificial work. This is good to put it in this way, that work done as a sacrifice is called karma yoga. So what is gnana yoga? Who will tell what is gnana yoga? Vihan, you want to guess? Harsh, you want to try? What is gnana yoga?
No, Mataji.
Okay. Vihan, you want to try? What is gnana yoga?
Qualification to karma yoga.
Karma yoga is a qualification to enter into gnana yoga, actually. Okay, I'll tell you. Udyat, you want to try anything?
No, Mataji.
Yeah. Okay. So, the first point is karma yoga. Karma yoga means doing work as sacrifice. Soham said that. Good. Then the second point is karma yoga is the qualification to enter into gnana yoga. So that point is also clear, right? So my next question was, what is this gnana yoga? Gnana yoga means, I was telling it, but I didn't emphasize it stronger. Karma yoga means doing work as a sacrifice. Then what happens when we do all the works as sacrifice? Then heart purification happens. Then we'll come out of this bondage. Then what happens? I'll realize that I'm soul, right? This knowledge, gnana means knowledge, isn't it? Vihan, you got the term right. Gnana means what?
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Yes. So what is that knowledge? That knowledge is that I am soul. This is the knowledge. So Gnana Yoga means one will realize that I am soul, right? Okay. Who will tell this? I want to check. Priya Mataji, what does Gnana Yoga mean?
I am the soul.
Yeah, to realize that I'm soul. Now I'm just telling that I'm soul. Priya Mataji is just telling she is soul. But are we realized? No, right? And do we act on the platform of soul every day? No, right? We are mostly on the bodily platform. We'll think that we are this body, we do all the things we do on the bodily platform. But a person, by purification, by doing every activity as a sacrifice, he will realize that he's not this body. Okay? I'll ask some other person. Gnana yoga means knowledge of realizing that one is soul, that I am soul. The realization that I am soul is Gnana yoga, right? Ujjat, what is Gnana yoga?
Realizing that we are soul.
Yes, yes. Thank you. So I'll ask these are very fundamental points that I'm trying to put in. If you know this, you can understand Bhagavad Gita whenever you read by yourself also you can understand it. Oh, these are the key points, right? They're the key notes that we have to remember. So it really helps us when we are reading or when we are teaching someone. It really helps. These are the basics. Okay, I think we'll stop here. Okay, yeah, we'll stop here. We'll continue tomorrow. I'll again ask these questions tomorrow. You keep it's just I'm just trying to brush up as much as I can so that it's easier. Okay. Um, Harsh, you want to do Kirtan, Harsh? I'll just put the attendance link.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.